नमस्कार मित्रांनो, वेलकम टू एस क्लास एज्युकेशन. आज आपण बघणार आहोत 11th स्टँडर्ड बायोलॉजी महाराष्ट्र बोर्डमधील फर्स्ट चॅप्टर लिव्हिंग वर्डची कंप्लीट एक्सरसाइज. याच्यामध्ये आपण सगळे क्वेश्चन्स आणि आन्सर्स कव्हर करणार आहोत. सो पहिला आपला प्रश्न आहे चूज करेक्ट ऑप्शन. त्यातील ए आहे विच इज नॉट अ प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ लिव्हिंग बिंग. मेटाबॉलिझम, डिके, ग्रोथ, रिप्रोडक्शन. सो करेक्ट आन्सर इज ऑप्शन बी, डिके. Next question. A particular plant is strictly seasonal plant. Which one of the following is best suited if it is to be studied in the laboratory? Herbarium, museum, botanical garden, flower exhibition. So correct answer will be herbarium. A group of students found two cockroaches in the classroom. They had a debate whether they are alive or dead. Which life property will help them to do so? Option A metabolism, B growth, C irritability, and D is reproduction. So correct answer will be option C irritability. Next question, question number 2. Distinguish between botanical gardens, zoological parks, and biodiversity parks with reference to characteristics. So first option from botanical gardens, or first point from botanical gardens is plants of different varieties collected from different parts of the world are grown in vivo in a scientific and systematic manner in a botanical garden. First point from zoological parks. Zoological parks are places where wild animals are kept in captivity. First point from biodiversity parks. It is an assemblage of species that form self-sustaining communities on degraded or barren landscape. Second point from botanical gardens, it is a type of ex situ conservation. Second point from zoological parks, it is a type of ex situ conservation. Second point from biodiversity parks, it is a type of in situ conservation. Third point from botanical gardens, it is related to conservation of various flora. Third point from zoological parks, it is related to conservation of various fauna. Third point from biodiversity parks, it is related to conservation of all biodiversity. सो जर तुम्हाला स्क्रीनशॉट हवा असेल तुम्ही तो सुद्धा घेऊ शकता. नेक्स्ट आहे क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 इज आन्सर द फॉलोविंग. आन्सर द फॉलोविंग मधला पहिला क्वेश्चन आहे जो की आता आपण बघतोय. ओके. So Jizamata Udyan, the famous zoo in Mumbai, has acclimatized Humboldt penguins. So why should penguins be acclimatized when kept at a place away from their natural habitat? So what is meant by acclimatized? That means adjustment or adjust. Answer. First, zoological parks or zoo is a type of ex situ conservation in which wild animals are kept in captivity. Second point, Humboldt penguins are native to South America and the surrounding environment differs significantly at Jizamata Udyan or Zoo, which is in Mumbai. So, third point, in order to ensure that these penguins survive longer and are healthy, they need to be acclimatized or adjust to their new environment slowly. Fourth point, if they are not acclimatized or the facilities in the zoo where the penguins are kept are not optimal or suitable, they may develop abnormal stress and exhibit unusual behaviors due to it. Fifth point, these penguins may also be more prone to contracting certain diseases since they are suited to living in a particular climatic condition. After that, sixth point, the enclosure of these penguins consists of water pool, air handling units, and a chiller system to maintain temperatures between 12 to 14 degrees Celsius, and where the penguins were kept for 8 to 10 days to get acclimatized to their new environment before allowing any visitors inside the zoo. And hence, Humboldt penguins need to be acclimatized to their new environment or new surrounding when kept at a place away from their natural habitat. त्याच्यानंतर सेकंड क्वेश्चन आहे म्हणजे क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 मला सब क्वेश्चन सेकंड असा आहे किंवा बी असा आहे की रिया फाउंड अ पिक्युलियर प्लांट ऑन हर व्हिजिट टू हिमाचल प्रदेश. So what are the ways she can show it to her biology teacher and get information about it? Answer. First point, Ria can press and mount the plant specimen on a herbarium sheet and preserve the dried plant material until she returns back from her visit. Second, she can also write any available information regarding the collected specimen on the herbarium sheet, which can be useful for further studies with her biology teacher. Third point, various taxonomical aids can be useful to get information about the peculiar plant. After that, next question, that is C. At Andaman, authorities do not allow tourists to collect shells from beaches. Why must it be so? So, first point, seashells are an important part of the coastal ecosystem and are crucial for the survival of various marine creatures. Second point, they provide material for building nests of birds and also act as substratum for attachment of algae, seagrass, sponges, and various microbes. Third point, fishes use shells for hiding from predators, whereas hermit crabs use shells as temporary shelters. Fourth point, removal of seashells from seashores may also indirectly affect the rate of shoreline erosion. And hence, in an attempt to protect the ecosystem, authorities in Andaman do not allow tourists to collect shells from beaches. Next question, why do we have greenhouse in botanical gardens? So, first point, greenhouse is a structure with suitable walls and a roof in which plants are grown under regulated climate conditions. Second, most botanical gardens exhibit ornamental plants which require stringent or optimum climatic conditions for their growth and or flowering. The greenhouse associated with botanical gardens are also used to grow and propagate those plants that may not survive seasonal changes. And hence, in order to provide optimum temperature for better growth and flowering, and also to protect the plants from certain diseases, there are greenhouses in botanical gardens. So, next, E question, what do you understand from terms like in situ and ex situ conservation? In situ conservation, it includes conservation of species. Oh no, it's okay. It includes conservation of species in their natural habitat. Grazing, cultivation, and collection of products from the forest is banned in such areas. Legally protected areas include national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, and biosphere reserves. After that, next is ex situ conservation. It includes conservation of species outside their natural habitat. Species are conserved in botanical gardens, cultural collection, and zoological parks. In this way, we have completed this question. Now we are moving towards question number 4. Write short notes. Write a short note on role of human being in biodiversity conservation. Due to rapid increase in human population and industrialization, humans have overutilized natural resources, leading to degradation of the environment, and hence only humans can help conserve the ecosystem. Second point, humans are capable of conserving and improving the quality of nature and thus can play a major role in biodiversity conservation. Third point, in order to conserve biodiversity and its environmental resources, humans must use the resources rationally and avoid excessive degradation of environment. Fourth point, human beings are stakeholders of the environment and need to come together to overcome population and improve the environment quality in order to conserve biodiversity. For example, ban or limit on use of harmful products like plastic, chemicals, etc. that are toxic to various birds and animals, etc. Fifth point, human beings also play a role in conservation of biodiversity by establishment of various sites for in situ, that is national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, and biosphere reservoirs, etc. And ex situ, that is botanical gardens, culture collections, and zoological parks conservation. So next we have to write a short note on importance of botanical garden. So, the importance of botanical garden is as follows. First point, it is a place where there is an assemblage of living plants maintained for botanical teaching and research purpose. Botanical gardens are important for their records of local flora. Third point, botanical gardens provide facilities for the collection of living plant material for botanical studies. Botanical gardens also supply seeds and materials for botanical investigations. The development of botanical gardens in any country is associated with its history of civilization, culture, heritage, science, art, literature, and various other social and religious expressions. Sixth point, botanical gardens, beside possessing an outdoor garden, may contain herbaria, research laboratory, greenhouse, and library. Seventh point, botanical gardens are not only important for botanical studies but also to develop tourism in the country. Next, last question, how can you, as an individual, prevent the loss of biodiversity? So, this question is all about personal response. As individual, we can prevent loss of biodiversity in the following ways. First, increasing awareness about environmental issues, making posters that provide more information about biodiversity conservation to raise public awareness. Second point, increase support or active participation in government policies and action laid down for conservation of biodiversity. Third point, protect various plant and animal species in our surrounding. Fourth point, set up bird and bat house wherever possible. Fifth point, prevent felling of trees, especially native plants or trees in a particular area. Sixth, reduce, recycle, and reuse resources, especially reduce pollution and use of plastic bags and other materials that are potential threats for the environment. Seventh, use environment friendly products, segregate, and dispose garbage correctly. Eighth point, convenience people about convince people about the importance of trees and need to participate in tree plantation campaign. Ninth point, obey the rules that fall under biodiversity act. सो इन दिस वे अशा पद्धतीने आपली जी एक्सरसाइज आहे पूर्ण चॅप्टरची ती आपण कंप्लीट केलेली आहे. आय होप तुम्हाला हा व्हिडिओ आवडला असेल तर प्लीज लाईक करा, तुमच्या मित्रांसोबत शेअर करा आणि हो, नक्कीच हवं असेल तर चॅनलला सबस्क्राईबसुद्धा करू शकता, जेणेकरून तुम्हाला मी जेव्हा नेक्स्ट चॅप्टरची एक्सरसाइज अपलोड करेन किंवा जेव्हा चॅप्टरचा व्हिडिओ अपलोड करेन तेव्हासुद्धा तुम्हाला नोटिफिकेशन मिळत राहील. थँक्यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग दिस व्हिडिओ. सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट व्हिडिओ. बाय बाय.